Yeah, dog, that's just you, buddy. What's going on, Colin? Good morning. It's morning. What is this? 11 a.m. on a Monday? I feel like I'm back at work. Ay, ay, ay. What am I doing? What's up, Tolstoy? It's a good European-friendly time. What's up, FCR? How's it going? So I guess we just don't wear shirts anymore. This is now the shirtless tournament. What's up, Rez? How's it going? Yeah, so now Das Masters shirts optional. Hi, Randy. Hope today's going better for you than yesterday. Yeah, everything's great. I mean, yesterday wasn't that bad. Listen, any day that you're streaming Tetris, it's not a bad day. I guess we'll flip cameras today. Hey, what's up? Hai Dang Duong. This bracket is indeed stacked. Indeed. El que le gusta el queso. Welcome over on YouTube. The YouTube. Wow. What's up, Chen? El Barro, El Peltum, Ivan PIW, Svertos, Benek. Robin is here. Oh, Robin. Too bad we couldn't have you in this month's tournament. I can't believe they U'd an entire tube. Yeah. The tubes are so rare. And they took an entire one and they U'd it. No job, might as well Twitch. I know. I'm gonna have to get one of those jobs soon. Das Masters bringing back Nenu is reason enough to keep it going. Yeah, I agree. I do want to keep it going. Keeping you on your toes with this scheduling. Well, I mean, yeah, it was 2 Europeans plus Nenu, and then Andy, nice enough to play earlier in the day than he otherwise would. So, yeah, it's great. It's actually, I wouldn't mind this as a schedule all the time. So maybe I just need to only do, European Masters. That's it. Euro Masters. CTM Euro Masters. Is Nenu okay with the schedule? Yeah. Good morning, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal, Van Dweller. And it's Monday morning here in Texas. And I love it. You know, get this stream done. Feel like I'm at work again, like a Monday morning meeting. But this time, it's Tetris. So not too bad. Yes, it is the Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters for August 2024. And I am your host, Van Dweller, and this is our fourth preliminary bracket. So we have like speedrun DAS Masters to have the first four brackets done by the 12th of the month is pretty amazing. And what is also amazing is the talent that will be on display today in the orange bracket. You'll notice, as PIW Tetris has pointed out, that 3 out of the 4 semifinalists from last month are here in the orange bracket. Our first match is going to be Giovani, who you might recognize from last month. A nice deep run here in DAS Masters, and Nenu, 2-time CTM Masters event winner. Trying his hand here in DAS. So we're going to be Giovani versus Nenu. And then last month's winner, the first ever winner of Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters, Pixelandy, will be taking on the DAS Wizard, MARKPM0. His fingerprints are all over Tetris DAS community. I mean, he's hosted multiple DAS tournaments and has a 1.3. And I mean, the guy's amazing. He's a wizard of DAS. So I'm pretty excited for this one. Giovani versus Nenu, Pixelandy versus MARKPM0. DJ Mr. Burrow resubscribing with Prime 9 months. Oh my goodness. Our bun is coming out of the oven. Fun fact, Pixelandy is the only player who won regular and DAS Masters. Well, yes, we've only had one. So it'll be interesting to see if, we have somebody winning DAS Masters who is not a CTM main event winner. We'll find out. Anyway, that's the bracket today. Let's take a look at our rules. Where are the rules? Well, the rules are that this is a 16-player single elimination tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris, released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC. Consoles, players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. Players can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons and no turbo functions at all, whether mechanical, electronical, or biological. Players should not be receiving any real-time advice, and they should not pause unless the commentator tells them to pause, and I am the commentator, so don't pause unless I tell you to. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets re-rolled in between each game, and make sure your hertz and input display are turned on your Tetris Gym tournament cartridge. Do make sure to heed the spirit of DAS. Kneel before sod. That means actually play DAS. This is not a DAS mimicking tournament. This is a real, actual DAS tournament where players are expected to use the DAS play style to move pieces around. Best of 5 throughout, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which currently and finally stands at $888.88, and that just went away, and I don't know why it did that. Oh, it's coming back. Okay, thank you, internet. But yes, the prize pool is at $888.88. Thanks to everybody who contributed to the prize pool to get it to that point. We are capping the DAS Masters prize pool while we're still in our trial phase. We don't want thousands upon thousands of dollars to hinge upon some technical judgment or whatever while we're in that trial phase. So $888.88. Thank you everybody for contributing. Appreciate that. And also want to thank the Classic Tetris monthly patrons, Mega Masters level Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tetris, At the master's level, Corporal 381 shall be satisfied. I gotta correct that. I just haven't yet. Bracket sponsor level, Cat Kit 91, J in the window, Tac Nairis. Thank you very much. And of course, big thanks to our Sticker Club and Double Sticker Club level members and our community level members and everybody else. And if you want to make sure that Tetris keeps happening on a monthly basis, the #1 way to do that is to support us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, and that will give us a signal that says, yes, we want you to continue every single month. I am entertained by this. I enjoy what is happening, and I want it to keep happening. And that is the way to do that. So patreon.com/monthlytetris. Thank you to everybody. And of course, thank you to all our Twitch subscribers and our YouTube channel members. That is another way to help us out. And yeah, we appreciate everybody who does really anything. Or even if you can't do anything, even if you're totally broke and you can't muster even $5 a month, you know, that you probably spend on nonsense anyway. Even if you can't do it, it's okay. We are grateful that you are watching. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our first match out of the way. Just got to shore up a couple of these cameras, and we will get underway. So yes, you can see we've become the shirtless tournament now. This doesn't, by the way, this doesn't need to be a trend, right? This does not need to be a trend. You do not have to compete with no shirt on to participate in Das Masters. I know Sharky yesterday had no shirt on because he was really warm because his AC was out and he's in Houston. Giovani, I think, is just, you know, it's like, hey man, check out my rockin' bod, I think is what that's about. But yeah, we'll see. But it's going to be Giovani and Nenu in our first matchup. Vandy shirtless stream when? Oh my God. It's probably very hot in his room. You do not have to put a shirt. Oh, you do not have to put a shirt on. You can do whatever you want. You shirtless is fine. I don't want to harsh your mellow, dude. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. It's fine. Okay, well, let me get that decider off the screen. Oh no, see, now everybody's going away. The numbers are going down, GIO. Where's that? Let's get that off the screen. It is not round 2, it is round 1. And we are good. Is Nenu's capture frozen? It maybe is capture, or yeah, Nenu, your capture is frozen. Your camera's moving, your capture is frozen. GIO's PB isn't up to date on the scene. Well, that is what is on the leaderboard. Oh, it's not. When did that get updated? Because I did this just a few days ago. So did he get a 1.3 just a few days ago? Yeah, I mean, these aren't going to be up to the minute. Yeah, on the weekend. Yeah, all this stuff is done at the beginning of the month, so I'm not sitting there checking every single day. Like, oh my God, do I have to update these? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I can't do that. Yeah, you got the 1.3. I just saw that on the leaderboard. But yeah, these are not up to the minute. These are as of the beginning of the month. All right, Nenu's capture is good. All right, let's get these players some pieces so they can start. Seeds are going to be 2-3, D6, 1F. Oh, it says Nenu USA. Oh my God. Nenu, you're from the USA now. Why does it say that? Yeah, sorry about that. We had something happen with Dropbox there. It's not responsible for the USA thing, but it's caused a lot of confusion. Here, we'll fix that. That I can fix right now. Okay, export the image, player right 16, save, replace. Look at that, IDN. Then we move to the USA. We want you here. Okay. So we just need oh, the seed. Here it is. 23D61F. 23D61F. So if somebody wants to, Zelazawi resubscribe for 3 months at tier 1. Thank you very, very much, very much, Zelazawi. So yeah, we're gonna go down seed. And we're gonna start. I'm gonna refresh Nenu. Actually, I'm gonna refresh both cams. So give me a moment, just to make sure that we are synced up as much as we can be. Okay. Alrighty, Roo. See, check 23D61F, 23D61F. So as soon as you get it ready from Nenu, then we can start. He looks ready, but you need to signal ready. We just need a ready. Ready. All right. Both players are ready. It is the orange bracket with Giovani, our #1 seed, Nenu, our 16 seed. Let's go ahead and get them started. Here in the orange bracket, Classic Tetris Monthly, Das Masters, August 2024, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And a Zio for GIO and Nenu. So last month, both of these players were in the semifinals of our first ever CTM Das Masters. And this is a rematch of their semifinal match. Gio's a little off. Let me fix Gio's cam. The players move around. They're very mobile. All right, there we go. This is a rematch of last month's semifinal. Gio moving into the finals. Of course, Pixelandy was the winner. So Nenu may be looking for a little revenge, but I don't know. Nenu does not seem like a vengeful sort, but it does seem like the sort who is in trouble on the left side of his board, and I don't know what he's going to do here. I mean, this is crazy. Oh, he gets the bar. Is he going to be able to bring this down? This is crazy survival already. Oh, my word. He's still not out of the woods yet. Oh, my God, Nenu. Oh, no. Nenu is going to top out in game #1, and Giovani is already good. Ay. Gio, you have won game #1 already. Maybe it's that shirt. See, you didn't seem that intimidated when you had the shirt off, but now that you got the shirt on, it's messing with everybody. All right. This is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 games wins. Yeah, I mean, the survival, I thought he was going to get out of it for a moment. I really did. All right, let's get some new pieces for these players. Warm-up is done. That was the warm-up. 8 Bravo 5120. 8B 5120. I don't know if there's a do we have mods in chat? We have like no mods today. We need some mods. Zelazawi has gifted a tier 1 sub to Giovani. All right, let me check the seeds, make sure we are good. 8B5120. All right, we are good. Let's get him started. Game number 2, GIO up 1-0 in 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, starting off with 2 L's, which is exactly what Nenu is not looking for to start off this match. So that's the tough part about Das, you know, is just staying low enough on the board, not ending up all in, keeping that right side low enough so you can continue to get pieces over to that right side when you need to. And it's a tricky business. Anyway, thank you, Zelazawi, for gifting the tier 1 sub. All right, nice little Z spin for Nenu to open up that well. And he gets a Tetris 71,000, 52,000 for Giovani. Giovani from Italy, Nenu from Indonesia, your humble commentator from the United States, Texas. So a truly international affair, which I like. It's it never really ceases to impress me that we can play this 40-year-old game on the internet internationally. I mean, that's just wild. And how quickly it all is, you know? I mean, my voice is zipping across the world in like 7 seconds. 144 for Nenu, 107 for Giovani. He's going to uncover that right side, waiting for his bar. They both get their bars. 132 for him, 167 for Nenu. All right, Nenu with that T placement, that is going to make things a little awkward, but he's low enough on the board that he can take care of this. He's just going to chuck that L piece down the right side and get burning this away, and he's clean and clear, and Tetris ready again. Meanwhile, Giovani, 184, good flat stack here. Gets a Tetris, Nenu's going to get his as well. So they're just about the same line count and about 10,000 points apart. So is that close enough for neck and neck? I think so. There is a Tetris Nenu 243. There's one for Giovani 231. All right, the cat really wants to get in here. That's got to be Bill. Good morning, Bill. We got 2 cats here. Bill the cat and Larry the cat. Tetris Giovani 278, 269 for Nenu. All right, Bill. Ivan says good morning. Yeah, I've got to make a redeemable thing where I will call your pet a good boy or good girl. Like, I'll try to call your pet over and then tell them they're a good boy. Simul Tetris for these 2 players. Giovani 348, Nenu 348. $370 for Nenu. Nenu, of course, a 2-time CTM Masters event winner, winning in 2019 and 2021, and has the record for the longest gap between victories in CTM. So You know, kind of transcending the eras here, Nenu. Still a tapping main, but also extremely skilled DAS player. We've seen him, you know, emergency on 29, trying to bust out, some rolling. But hasn't really made the rolling switch, but DAS Masters has lured him back. You're spending channel points to tell Vandy he is a good boy. Oh, aren't you sweet, Poyo? Welcome, Poyo. Andrew Meep, R75. It's fun to see all familiar names here. But it's also good to see non-familiar names. So if you are a first-time chatter, if you've never chatted, why don't you go ahead and chat? That would be fun. Even if just to say hello. 438 for Nenu, 486 for Giovani. Nenu gets a Tetris. We're just a couple lines away from the level 19 transition where the speed will increase by 50%. Giovani transitioning up a little bit high here. He's at 495. Karpas Laka says, I lurk a lot. Don't chat much, though. Well, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. 474 for Nenu. He's on 19, about to transition, not transition, but move into, it's not really a transition, into level 20. And he's on level 20. Gio on 21. And Gio with about a 94,000 point lead or so. Pseudo Canard says, I sometimes forget that I'm watching a stream and not a replay. Yeah, me too. Welcome. 516 Nenu, 605 Giovani. Giovani into level 22 now. Now, of course, there's 230 lines until we get to level 29, which is in effect the DAS kill screen, unless you're Pixelandy. Who will be playing in our second match. There's a Tetris Nenu 586, so we now have about 50 lines to go, at least on Giovanni's side, for him to get whatever he's going to get as a score. So you run, you know, these matches go much more quickly than we've all been getting used to. You know, these rollers pushing the boundaries, getting to 39 and beyond in uncapped games, and those games take a while, but early shift here for Nenu, 622. He's got a long bar down, though, for a Tetris, and that'll bring his stack down a bit. So Nenu with 40 lines here, and he's back by 40 lines to go, and he's back by about 140,000 points. So he's going to have to go pretty efficiently here and hope Giovanni runs into a slowdown. And Giovanni is running into a slowdown, and Nenu is Tetrising, so this is what needs to happen for Nenu. Giovanni now clean. 204 lines here. Nenu trying to keep this board low, taking a few skims here. That's going to eat into his chase down ability. We'll see what he can do here, but he's just getting droughted, and this is exactly when you don't want to be droughted. Not that you ever want to be. Here's a Tetris for Nenu, 762. There's one for Giovanni. Now, Nenu has 7 or 8 lines in hand. Giovanni with a clean board here, so Gio just needs to keep adding points, and Nenu needs to really just go as perfect as he can. I don't even know that he really can't catch up at this point unless he can set up for a million Tetrises at the end. Giovanni with the max out here into 29. He's got the A19. So the target for Nenu, I don't think is reachable here with the A20. He would have to set up for like 4 Tetrises. And that's pretty hard. So he is trying to set up. Oh, nice little burn there, but that is going to do it for Nenu here in game number 2. And Giovanni takes a commanding 2-0 lead in this match. But a great game, reaching 29 in both cases. Max out for Giovanni, 900K for Nenu. Yeah, Nenu did basically what he needed to do, but that drought kind of hitting around, what, level 27 or so? Kind of ate up his ability to chase down because he had to burn like 4, 5, 6 lines, something like that. What do you mean? 71 lines into kill screen. What do you mean? What, you had that? 50A199. A199. We need more mods. We need some Monday morning mods. Oh, 71 bars. Oh, I see. 71 bars. Yeah, that is low. With and getting a max out off of that is pretty good. All right. Yeah, we need more mods. R75. All right. All right, don't let me down. All right, let's check these seeds, make sure we are good. 50A199. Yep, that's a pretty easy one. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Giovani and Nenu. 3-2-1 Tetris. GIO up 2 games to none. Ivan, we'll mod Ivan too. Why not? I mean, just like, really. I mean, like, there's really very little. There's not a lot of moderation that has to happen, except for just running predictions and pinning seeds. You are overall a well-behaved group, and let's keep it that way. How about that? $68,000 for Nenu through 12. He's going to get a Tetris. 91,200. There's a Tetris for Giovani. 92,000. As we get underway in game number 3, Nenu needs to win to stay in, and really just to force a reverse sweep situation. Blur the First says, LOL, this is the only channel I've seen people say mod me, and it happens. Yeah, true. Why not? I mean, everybody's pretty well behaved. But we definitely need mods who are awake at like 11 a.m. or at least available and not working at 11 a.m. Texas time. So we're happy about that. All right, Nenu's going to take a skim and get a Tetris 234 for him. 215 for Giovani. Also, hello to Wieneman, Earl Tan, Josh, Caden, Zoltan, Mojo Monkey, Nick Gamer over on the YouTube side. And then there's a Japanese, I think it's Chinese or something. I don't know what it is, but someone said GG, and well, hello to you too. I don't know what language that is. But it's one of those, kind of squiggly languages that I don't know. Tetris Jazz with the Prime sub, 23 months. Thank you so much, Tetris Jazz. Nenu working here. All right, that S piece going to end up being kind of a delayed burn. And Nenu trying to bring this down and not fall too far behind Giovani, who has a Tetris set up and a good-looking board. Could use a T kind of piece here. There's the long bar. There's the T to flatten this out a little bit. Nenu with the Tetris 318. Giovani rolling right along 376. So just about the same line count, and Nenu back by about 60,000 points. Board getting up a little bit high, but yeah, it's a long bar. Both of them do. And another one for Nenu, 372. What is the title of this song? This is the one that is off of the Trace Vector soundtrack, and it's called A Strange Feeling. I recommend that everybody go over to flexstyle.bandcamp.com and, support the artist who supports us. Flexstyle's been so generous in letting us use his entire catalog for years now. I can't even imagine CTM without Flexstyle. I mean, I guess I can imagine it, but I don't want to. 111 lines, so 19 lines to go. Nenu at 465, 524 for Giovani. All right, Tetris and Nenu, 511. Giovani trying to clean up his stack before level 19 arrives. And finally straightening all this out. All right, Giovani with a T there and a Tetris 578. Nenu 534 has two more Tetrises available potentially before 19. There is one of them. And he's just going to take an easy single here into 19. Nenu going to transition at 559. Giovani going to transition at 605. So some good paces here. These players. Giovani with some cleanup to do. There's a double. All right. Yeah, Gio's still trying to figure this out. Nenu really still trying to figure this out as well. So both players, gaps in their stacks. Nenu is going to be the first one to get Tetris ready and get a Tetris out of all that. 599. And Gio still trying to work this away. This is allowing Nenu to come back. All right, Nenu setting up. Going to control the height of this stack here. Giovani has kind of a dangerous spire there. Nenu in the lead by a small amount. 635 to 632. Giovani still digging. Nenu back in a small dig. But this should clear out a little easier than what Giovani's going through right now. Nice adjustment for Nenu to make room for the incoming L piece. All right, Nenu is back to clean and set up for Tetris. See if Giovani's going to set up on the left well. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Tetris for Nenu, 675. Tetris for Gio, 674. So we are neck and neck. Another Tetris for Nenu, and both players now with clean boards. They are out of their respective digs. Good adjustment for Gio to make room for that L piece. He's going to get a Tetris. I mean, we are so close right now. Nenu skimming off a double here. Starting to get a little spiry. Oh, no, I think there was kind of a misdrop there for Nenu, unless he had something else in mind. And he's going to clear all that away and get that Tetris over. 752 for him. And a Tetris for Giovani, 772. So Gio back in the lead with the same line count by about a Tetris. And we now just have 30 lines to go, and Nenu's left side is a problem. That is going to need some special attention, an L piece or a quick tap or something. Looking for that L piece, finally gets it, but can't use it because of that little nub. And Nenu's going to top out at 758. And Gio has survived. Nenu looked like he was going to kind of start running away with it. Had that opportunity from Giovani with that extended dig. But then Nenu, I think with one misdrop, kind of threw him off a bit. Was able to recover, but then kind of didn't recover. And then was really in bad shape, needing an L piece on that left side to start chopping that left side down. And didn't get one until he really couldn't use it. And that was the end. So GG's to you, Nenu. Always pleased to see you here. We hope to see you again in September. And what a legend and what a fan favorite. So everybody, please give a warm GG's to Nenu. All right, Giovani, you'll be moving on, so don't go anywhere. Nenu, you're allowed to leave. So, all right, we're going to get our next matchup set up. It's going to be Andy and MARKPM0. As a mod, can I still cheer for one of the players? Yes, you can cheer for whomever you wish. All right. Well, we are kind of waiting on, I think we're waiting on Andy here. It's a little earlier than he normally would get on, but he was kind enough to agree to this schedule. So what happened? I just got here. Oh my God. CTM is over, Katsugiri. Oh, why are you not a mod? No, it's not over yet. Yeah, why are you not a mod? I don't understand. All right. All right. Andy will be ready to play in about 8 minutes, he says. So we got about 8 minutes to kill. Is there a no cap November this year? So anyway, like, I don't know. I'm not sure. It could really get out of hand. We might have to do a variation, you know, where maybe the first 2 games of the match are no cap, or maybe like if you're on match point, it's no cap. I'm not sure. It seems like it could get totally out of hand. What about level 99 double kill screen? Steel, and this is a it's earlier time than normal for Andy, so he was nice enough to agree to this stream, but there's always a possibility that he would, you know, if the first match went pretty quick, so I can understand why he might not exactly be ready. So yeah, I don't know. I'm actually, you know, looking for some ideas for No Cap November. I mean, it's a tradition at this point, but I don't know. Wouldn't you rather do something else? Like, we've done No Cap November. It ignited the rebirth grind. Can we do something else? You know, should we do stupid Tetris? Something. I got all kinds of ideas, and I feel like we've done No Cap November. The only reason we did No Cap November is just because it's a funny, you know, meme sounding like name. Yeah, Smack, sorry. You know, yesterday was a pretty busy day. I saw your message, so wasn't able to respond yesterday. I will try to respond today to you. Cap where C should be F? Yeah. Exactly. That's why it's funny. Also the word no cap, but there's kind of two things going on there. So anyway, Mark, you probably another 5 minutes before we get started. So if you need to do anything before we start. No Americans Monthly. Any DAS? Yeah, I don't get all, to be honest, I don't get excited about any DAS. I get that people like it, but it doesn't really do it for me. I have ideas about stupid Tetris Monthly and maybe making it less stupid and making it more monthly. But it really wasn't that stupid. It's just side events, you know. I mean, I don't know. But again, before we take on more monthly stuff, that we got to start. We got to do. We can't do everything that we want to do, right? Of course, if we do a Vits off, yeah, there will be a Vits off, and Jasmine will be involved as a commentator and judge. Good morning, Mari. But yeah, I want to take Stupid Tetris Monthly and kick it up a notch. I have an idea, which would be a really, really good idea that has not actually been done. And but it would take a lot of work. And we're already doing a lot of things right now. But I really want to do it, you know. And you know, if I want to do something, I will end up doing it, like the DAS Masters and all that. But yeah, it would be a huge effort by a lot of people, but it would be huge. That's right, Colin. I've been dreaming for months about everyone has to play DAS but turn Goofy Foot mode on. That's right. That is my big aspiration. It's what I've been dreaming about for months. No, I mean, in fact, Colin would be involved, you know? There'd be a lot of people involved. Yeah, the only thing is I don't know if the website can support what we're doing. So we would have to go back to spreadsheets. What do Wieneman on YouTube says? What do you call it when one of these players tops out early? Is this like a joke setup or you, oh, a dasaster? It's pretty good. DJ Mr. Borrow is deleting messages from Sunny D. What are you doing, DJ Mr. Borrow? You're deleting ideas you disagree with. What would the website have to do? There's a few things. I mean, if I could just like nod my head and bring into existence like one big thing, oh my God. But problem is we're all volunteer run, and you know, people have to both have the time and want to do what you want to do. And usually both of those things are not in effect, right? Vandy Grip? Yeah, we could do Vandy Grip. That was great. I really liked Vandy Grip. Yeah. It's just, you know, I don't know. The website is weird because, well, I don't want to get into it. But it has a weird history. Which makes, well, I don't want to get into it, but anyway, we're just waiting on Pixel Andy. He should be here any minute now. Run a quick ad before he gets here. But yeah, I'll yeah, I mean, I'm not really in a position to. I realize now I'm not apparently a position to. Well, I don't know. It's all very confusing, to be honest. Anyway, I'm not gonna. Get into it. All right, well, I think we have an Andy sighting. Or at least a capture anyway, so he should be along any moment. Go ahead and refresh his and Mark's stream. Which is worse, no next box or wrong next box? Well, I mean, it's the same, right? If it's a wrong next box, then you would just treat it as if you didn't have a next box. Like, why would it be worse? You just don't look at it. You think it would distract you? Just put a piece of tape over it. Yeah, like if it were correct 75% of the time. All right, Mark. Yeah, we will. I will give the seed as soon as we see Andy get online. But he's online, but he's not on cam at the moment. So as soon as he signals that he's, on camera, then we will start. Yeah, if it were correct 75 to 80% of the time. Or what if the next box was, instead of the next piece, it was like it skipped a piece, right? Now I don't think that's actually possible given the RNG of the game because, well, no, but if it were fixed seeds, then you could do it. The one after box, yeah, exactly. The next box. All right, Andrew, if you are ready. Well, Sonny, what we need is a train. Like it's getting sprawling. Like Tetris Gym is getting sprawling. So I don't know. Maybe there needs to be two, right? One which is, I don't know. Like the interface is getting super long, so there needs to be something with the menu there. You'd like to see classic and guideline combination tournament? Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of. You could enjoy that. I don't get excited about guideline Tetris. I'm gonna tell you, I just don't. And that's fine. People do. It's just not for me. So I would really have to believe in something to do it. So maybe if somebody out there does it, I'm all for it. But I personally don't get excited about guideline. All right, let me just get the cameras ready, and we will go ahead and give pieces for these players. Maybe this will be the subtle nudge they need. The seed is going to be 32D5FB, 32D5FB, and maybe one of these newly minted mods. Oh, no, it's going to be a previously minted mod, Edward. Thanks for the pin. Appreciate it, buddy. Now, why doesn't this... I don't understand why it will not reset the transform for this. That doesn't make any sense. Player 1 camera. Number 8. There we go. Da 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 da. All right. Here he comes walking down the street. He gets the funniest looks from everyone he meets. Hey, hey, it's Andy. All right, let's go. Player 1 camera. All right, well, it looks like Andy is ready. It looks like Mark is ready. I know that I am ready, and I know the rest of you are ready, so let's just check the seed checker, make sure we're all good. 32D5FB, 32D5FB. It is our second matchup in our orange bracket of Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters. Let us go ahead and remove the seed checker and count these players down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Andy is our reigning DAS Masters champion, winning our inaugural tournament and giving a Tetris slideshow presentation right now. Hopefully that'll clear up in the next moment or two. I'm just going to give that guy a refresh. Just give him a quick refresh here. All right, that seems to have done something. So Andy is our reigning champion, winning our first ever Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters tournament. You'll see the little star with the 1 next to it. And that's what tells you that he is a winner. And of course, there's only 1 star out there in the world for this tournament, and Andy has got it. So pretty stacked bracket with Nenu, GIO, Andy, and MARKPM0. Certainly 4 of the top players in the world. Any one of these possible matchups that we get out of this bracket could have been a final. 162 for Andy, 103 for Mark as we get underway. Do Lone Star DAS stars not exist? Do they not exist? I mean, they could count for this. I wasn't sure. Maybe they do. We're just figuring it all out. All right, 152 for Mark, 166 for Andy as we get underway in game number 1. Now, we will notice that one of our players does not have on the Hertz display, so we will have to hope that no crazy records are set. We're going to go with it, and then we'll change it for game number 2. It's fine. We're going to keep going. Keep going. We're good. Just be on your good behavior. I know, he realized. He's fine. Don't even pay it any mind. We are totally good. We're all watching you like a hawk. Just relax. Everyone's watching. There's no need to be anxious. Everyone's looking. 254 for Andy, 253 for MARKPM0. Of course, Andy, a multi-time CTM Masters event winner. A runner-up in the Classic Tetris World Championship in 2020. And, of course, multi-top 8 finisher in CTWC. And Mark with a, a storied DAS career. Was the winner of the LOL Pog Cup in 2023. The Classic Tetris PAL DAS Winter event in 2023. Those were like best of 11 and best of 9s. Like, or best of 5, is that too aggressive? Mark is also the runner-up in CTWC Germany 2023. And has a lot of top 4 finishes in our various lower tier tournaments. So he's been around a while. The first thing we have on record for Mark is 2020. Playing in Classic Tetris PAL, January 2020. So he's been around a while. Waggling that long bar a little bit. 405 for Mark. 469 for Andy. Mark also won LOL Pod Cup 2024 at 10-3 versus Merker. Yeah, we might do the semifinals best of 7 or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to get with the players. We're still in our experimental phase, and if it's something they want to do, then we will strongly consider it. All right, Mark with a pile on top of his Tetris well, and it's pretty high, so he's kind of dependent here. Has to kind of flip some red pieces over to that right side, and he could be in trouble. Needs to build out that left. And yeah, that S piece will be excellent for doing that. And really just needs to build out both sides. Maybe that S was better. Well, I'm not sure. Mark kind of in trouble, and Mark going to top out at 440, and Andy is good in game number 1. GG's to both players. So no 19 necessary. Andrew Meep says all the DAS Masters brackets are finishing quite early in the month. Yeah, I mean, this will be the last one. And I had to make sure we got a bunch of stuff. A bunch of these brackets done before Montreal, because when I come back, we'll only have like 10 days. So, Andy, I don't see your input display, though. Is your input display on? It is on. Hold on. He might not be on stencil. Or maybe I don't have him on stencil. Yeah, it looks, Yeah, can you keep playing? Oh, wait, it is kind of on, sort of. Let me get you on stencil a little better, and maybe that's the problem. Can you keep playing for a little bit? Yeah, it's very sensitive to the stencil. So let me just kind of mess with that a little bit. Yeah. What is this capture, bruh? All right, let's see. What is this capture? What is happening? Yeah, that's why. That's why. It's just because it's off stencil a little. So I think if you play right now, it should come through. There we go. So yeah, if you just want to, if you just play a test game here, so we can see if the Hertz display, and then left and right. Okay, yeah, we got it. That's good enough. Excellent. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's give these pieces. Let's give these pieces some players. Which is kind of true. All right, new seed's going to be 2C5226 Jasmine. Thank you for the pin. When is the Montreal tournament? Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So I will be there, and a lot of people will be there. The venue looks awesome. I saw pictures. It looks great. 2C5226, 2C5226. All right, both players ready. It's game number 2. Andy up 1-0 over MARKPM0. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, Josh, I totally agree. Give these pieces some players. You know, these pieces been waiting a long time. Yeah, the event is already packed. It's a small venue, but I think the way it's laid out. All right, Andy, DAS players shaking their heads, man. I think we need to bring that channel back. You know, we used to have, back in the old days, there were enough DAS players, you know. Or we had a channel, it was just clips of DAS players shaking their heads. We might need to bring that channel back because the DAS head shake is like coming back. Tetris for Mark, 79,000. There's one for Andy, 77,000. The music is a little low. All right. I mean, you could just put on your own music. That's the one thing that, you know, it's like, yeah, we do have music on in the background, but, you know, if we had no music on, then people would just put their own music on at whatever level they want. Imagine that. But people are like, oh, no, 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 no. We have to have music on. All right, Mark getting a little spiry in the middle. Fortunate long bar for him. Going to allow him to bring this down, expose that Tetris well. Al Pelton says, the DAS headshake is not coming back. It never went away. But you've been hosting rolling-only matches for a while. DAS players never stop shaking their heads. Well, no one ever, you know, said they did. But now we have a pretty prominent, highly watched, regular monthly DAS tournament. So it's a lot more visible DAS head shaking. No question that there was DAS head shaking happening in the deep recesses of the internet. You know, the deep dark corners of the DAS internet, like DAS-chan. Anywhere I can find more Montreal info. I mean, I'm not dissing anything. It's just, you know, we're pretty prominent, that's all I'm saying. $191 for Andy, $253 for Mark. Oh, well, no, I did not compare. All right, come on now. $217 for Andy, $300. There's a spin for Mark. Keeping that well open. Taking a skim, getting a Tetris. $327 for Mark, $241 for Andy. Vandy, can we get some boom Tetris going on? Well, I'm not the boom Tetris guy. I was the bang Tetris guy for a while. But, yeah, boom Tetris is more of a CTWC thing. So I guess during Montreal, the booms will be unlocked because I guess technically, actually, it is a CTWC affiliated event. Oh, Mark with the double flip of the bar. Oh no. So that was a 352 top out. Players, we do ask that you don't soft reset, but that was a 352. So the chase down is 353. But since I don't remember which 352 it was, I'll accept any 352. Because you are not supposed to do that. And there it is. Andy will take game number 2. Yeah, that double flip was very unfortunate. I'll try to give you some bang Tetris if you want. I think I did a ding dong Tetris yesterday. It's kind of a throwback. All right, new players for these pieces. You want to get boom Tetris? Yeah, you're gonna have to go to Classic Tetris World Championship. 63265F. 63265F, as in Foxtrot. Zoinks Tetris for Mark. Zoinks. Man, I am sore. You realize I'm like the best guy to have as a friend, because if you're ever moving, I am like Mr. Help You Move guy. There's nobody that helps more people move than me. You don't think Chris Tang does boom Tetrises anymore? I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he does do boom Tetris. Pretty certain that is what happens. I do a whoop. You think they were only in Jeff versus Jonas? All right, I feel like I'm getting trolled. All right, 63265F, 63265F. But I am sore because I have like 2 friends that are moving. One just in town, but one moving from China as well. All right, both players are ready. Andy on match point. Mark needs to win to stay in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. If you use Ding Dong, you'll have to start saying Zafanya instead of Nenu. True. All right, same board placements so far. Okay, yes. Well, they are offset a bit, but yeah, they're no longer lining up. That's all right. But I do enjoy that. It seems like it happens much more in DAS than in rolling or tapping. You just have more latitude in those play styles with where you put things. In DAS, there's much more constrained at the bottom. Tetris for Mark, 49,000 for Andy as we get underway in game number 3. Mark is going to have to win this one to stay in the tournament and try to force a reverse sweep opportunity. You want a DAS Mega Masters? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're not even guaranteed to continue DAS Masters, but as a trial run, seems to be going well so far. If you want us to keep doing stuff over and above the regular Masters, support the prize pool and support the channel, and then, we can do more. That that's how to basically, if you like something, the best way to support it is to support it. So we appreciate everybody who supported the prize pool and supported us. We realize not everybody's in a position to do that, but if you can, it's a great way to make sure things keep going that you like to happen. $150 for Andy, $152 for Mark. Yeah, no, we understand that not everybody is in a position to, to contribute in that way, but we're very happy to have you here watching. 179 for Mark, 182 for Andy. Tetris for Mark, 231 through 63. So we are just about halfway to the level 19 transition, so you can kind of double their scores and see what they're on pace for transition-wise. And you can see it's kind of mid-400s. Generally, you're shooting for over 500K transition in a DAS competition. It would be a healthy transition. Maybe in other play styles, you'd be looking for 550, 600, something like that. Tetris Andy, 282, 307 for Mark. So Mark ahead by about a Tetris. There's another Tetris Mark, 355. And another one, 378. Andy's going to take a skim. Yeah, I like Das Masters because it's more relatable to a lot of players. They feel like, okay, well, maybe I probably could never, roll like Alex T, Blue Scooty, Andy, Dog, all those guys, Fractal. But I could maybe be this good, playing Das, like possibly, Although you probably can't. It's like, I've been trying for years. But it does seem more relatable. $473 for Mark, $445 for Andy. All right, Mark's going to be the first one into 19 at 5:04. So ends up pacing a little bit more in the second half of 18 than in the first half. And Andy is in at 5:20 something. So Andy with a slightly better transition, only about a one Tetris difference. Is behind in score at the moment, but also behind by 4 lines. So it's pretty darn close. Mark needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. And, Andy may be looking to go on a run and just own this tournament. Andy's got some, high-profile DAS tournaments and finishes, but maybe didn't always end the way he wanted to. Finally able to get a tournament win last month. Mark with a concerning board here, but able to get a Tetris and bring this down. Now just needs to access that right side. And yeah, really difficult to get that piece to the left, that O piece, tuck it, and then get the next piece back over to the left with Das is so challenging. 630 for Mark, 642 for Andy. And there's a split triple for Mark as he works to bring this stack back down. Just 50 lines to go for him until the level 29 Das kill screen. And Andy is ahead in score and in pace. Andy's got about 8 lines in hand. So Mark is going to have to go pretty efficient from here on in because he's back by almost 100,000 points, and Andy has lines in hand. So 30 lines to go for Mark. He's got to clean this up as soon as he can and as efficiently as he can, and just try to go as few burns as possible from here on in. There's a Tetris for Mark, 7-11. I mean, his only hope here is that something happens to Andy, but Andy looking super clean. Andy, of course, does have some post-29 playability with Das. All right, Mark doing what he has to do. Ends up being forced into a triple there. Could be costly. And now the board getting a little more dangerous. And it's just, when you take risks, unfortunately, things happen. Mark going to top out 785. And Andy is going to hold on here. He's got the victory in game number 3 to take out Mark. Always a pleasure to see Mark in anything. He's a huge booster of the Classic Tetris community. Always got new ideas for tournaments, implementing them. And believe me, if you stick around the Classic Tetris community long enough, you'll probably play in something that Mark is doing. So GG's to you, and hope to see you here again And yeah, sorry it didn't go your way this time. And Andy with a 949, 7 lines into 29. And he will be taking on Giovani in a moment. I should get these matches reported, by the way. So, let's see. August, that was... They were both sweeps, right? GIO versus Nenu, or that was a sweep. Right? Yeah. Okay. I don't have a good short-term memory. Okay. And then Andy versus Mark. A sweep. Oh, my shoulder kind of hurts. All right. And hopefully we don't have a sweep here. I don't know what will happen here, but hopefully we do not have a sweep. All right. So we need players number 1 and 8. So Giovani should already be set, and then we just got to reset camera for the right side for Andy. Okay. And we got to call it round 2. You're going to reload. All right, yeah, I'm going to reload. Actually, speaking of reload, I'm going to reload both of these streams just to make sure that they are caught up to one another. Vandy, can't you just download the VODs? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that's... What was that about? While we are here, we should let you know about CTWC Montreal Regional. You can find out about it discord.gg/Tetris Canada. That will be August 17th and 18th. I'll be leaving on Thursday. We'll spend a nice day in Montreal on Friday, and then it will be time for the regional. So it should be it's shaping up to be one of the best ones. It looks bonkers. It looks so good. The atmosphere looks amazing. The whole setup looks really cool. And I can't wait to go. I mean, I really can't wait to go. So if you want to find out about it, discord.gg/Tetris Canada will take you to the Discord where all the information you need will be there. You can scan that QR code. Although, I don't know. I feel weird about scanning QR codes, you know? I mean, I'm a little paranoid, but... You like how there is a mistake on the slide? You love it. So why do you love it? Oh, I didn't make the slide. What's the mistake? You wish the welcome? I don't know. What does that say? Oh, the little Tetris piece as the accent on the E is a nice touch, says Arbaro. I agree. All right, well, just waiting on Andy here. I don't know if it's the stream or whatever, or if he's just out doing his Andy thing. Is that a dog playing Tetris? Yeah, I mean, I didn't make it, and the person who speaks French did make it, so I don't. Maybe it's Montreal French. No idea. I know they have some variants there. I don't know. You know, you would know more than I do. But it's but you know, this is Canadian French, so yeah, I was curious about it myself as well, because I do read a little French, but all right. Well, thank you, Maisie, for pointing out mistakes on the internet. I don't know where we would be without people saying that mistakes on the internet occurred. I mean, thank goodness we have that. It's pretty much what the internet is for, is people watching at home, pointing out the mistakes of people who are doing things. So thank goodness. Oh, it says Martin Canine. Oh, so Martin Canine is part of the sentence. Ah, that makes sense. So if you read that as all one sentence, then it's grammatical, right? Oh, wait, but it's not grammatical because it still has to be plural. It has to be... Right. All right. Anyway, we're waiting on Andy. I'm not sure where he is, but Andy, please contact judges. Is he waiting for pieces? I'm just going to put pieces on the screen, and hopefully that will lure him in. Okay. All right, pieces are going to be BB8A B1. So lots of B's and 8s there. So all right, again, thank goodness we have people to point out mistakes on the internet. BB8A B1. Oh, while he's doing that, let me fix the stencil. It's actually, whoops, studio mode. No, it's inevitable. It is totally inevitable if like someone's playing a warm-up game and I'm like, ooh, let me take this moment to fix the stencil, then then they immediately stop playing. It's like inevitable. All right, that's cool. All right, we got two players who are ready. They got BB8AB1. Giovani and Andy. Looking to see who moves into the semifinals. Let's go ahead and get them started. Giovani, our top seed, taking on the winner of last month's event in 3-2-1 Tetris. And we'll do some stencil fixing on the fly. There we go. Close enough. That's one thing I don't get is how do people's stencils change from like week to week? Like, I know there's a little part on my side where I readjusted for each player to account, and that slot gets used by a different player. But even when I reset it, like certain players are like, their stencil is not the same from week to like month to month, and I don't get it. They're just remaking it, like on the fly. I don't know. It's one of the great mysteries of Tetris that is really unsolved. 96,000 for Andy, 116 for Giovani. A lot of sixes on the board. Oh, that's true. You think the capture card and OBS gets wonky? That's possible. All right, we are frozen on one side. Oh, there we go. Start it again. All right, we got one of our players giving a Tetris lecture, so hopefully that will resolve itself. 143 here for Andy, 163 now, 185 for Giovani. Yeah, see, Maisie, my French is so bad that I assume that if I thought I found a grammatical issue, I assume it's me not understanding some idiom or some regionalism or some or just some funky verb mood or something. I just assume it's me. $255 for Giovani, $195 for Andy. There's a Tetris for Andy, 218. Andy trying to dig his way out of this. Giovani with kind of a double spired board there. But he's going to fill it all in and get a Tetris. 304 for him, 224 for Andy. Yeah, I don't know. I do know that native French speakers wrote it. That doesn't. Then again, there are native English speakers who don't know English grammar. So I assume that there must be that everywhere. $355 Giovani, $275 for Andy. In fact, I think native speakers are less likely to know the grammar than someone who had to learn it consciously as an adult, like any given language. 282 Andy. Tetris for Giovani, 404. He's got about 100,000 point lead. Well, if you want to find out for sure, go to the Montreal Regional, and you can find out right from the horse's mouth. I'm surprised no one's noticed that there's no star on Andy's little stat bug there. That's because some of my graphics got wiped out before the stream, and I neglected to put it there. So if anybody would like to point out the error, man, that would be amazing. 522 for GIO. Tetris for Andy, 449. Colin says the star was revoked. All right, 570 for GIO, 495 for Andy as we approach the level 19 transition where the speed will increase by 50%. Like, I keep stating elementary facts as though like new people are gonna watch this and not know that. But there's no new people. It's all the same crowd. 510 for Andy. Tetris for Giovani 607. Here on 19, it's faster. It's hard. This is the level where people are like, this is way slower than Tetris when I play it on my phone. I don't see what the big deal is. $644 Geo, $598 for Andy. Tetris for Andy, $627, $651 for Giovani. All right, Andy taking a nifty little skim there. He's Tetris ready again. And sets back up, gets a Tetris, 685, 682 for Geo. So Andy kind of crawling back here. And now they are just trading the lead back and forth. They have the same line count right now with Andy back by about a Tetris. Andy going to open up that right side. Try to fill out that left as best he can. He's going to have to take a triple. The ultimate compromise for a Tetris player. You really don't want to take a triple. But sometimes you just have to do it. All right, Giovani getting... Oh, he's not going to set up aggressive in long bar with the long bar in column 9. He's going to use that to fill in the middle and get a safer Tetris setup here. Keeping low, like you should. Andy at 856 through 202. 876 for Giovani through 203. Andy's going to get a Tetris, and Gio gets one as well. So we're just about 23 lines away from the level 29 transition. Now, Andy has exhibited some post-29 playability, but you certainly can't count on that. So Andy is back by about 2/3 of a Tetris, and his board not clean at the moment, unless he's going to try to set up for something. Gio with a clean board. Gets another Tetris. He's got the max out A15, and Andy is just not able to find a way to bring this down and get a Tetris soon enough. So, but he knows the situation. He knows he's got to play aggressive and score as much as he can. But even if he gets it, he's not going to be able to get anything. Even if he gets those, sets up for 2, because Giovani with the A91. And Andy with a 946, so double 29. Giovani almost with a 1.1. A huge score for Giovani here in Das Masters. And another double kill screen and almost double max out. All right, Giovani, I don't know if he's fist pumping or fist bumping there, but either way, he's a pretty cool guy. All right, let's give Gio his score. And we'll get these players some new pieces. New pieces. 67 F47C, 67 Foxtrot 47 Charlie. Okay, 6-7 F4-7C. Looks good. Both players have signaled ready. Let's get them started. Giovani and Andy in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Andy's not in his chair, but I think he's going to run back any moment now. Right? All right. I think he walks across the room to see the 3, 2, 1. I think we got to get him some little external monitor or something like that. Like that little 7-inch monitor that Huff has been traveling with to play Tetris on. Tetris Andy and Giovani, both players starting off with 2 Tetrises. DJ Mr. Burrow, you're on fire over there at the YouTube chat. Not sure what's happening. All right, Gio with the Tetris 120, 137 for Pixel Andy. All right, Andy piling those long bars all the way on the left. It's not a bad thing to do necessarily. You kind of shrink the board a bit. $208 for Andy, 170 for Giovani. Giovanni's going to Tetris 193. There's one for Andy. So Andy right now up by about 2 Tetrises. Tetris is on level 18 worth 22,800. That is 1,200 points times the level +1. Jasmine pointing out the board keeps getting darker. It sounds like the title of a stupid YouTube video, like Tetris, but every time the player gets a Tetris, the board gets darker. Which would be a good stupid Tetris mode. Like, if every time you got a Tetris, the board got darker, and every time you got a triple, it would get lighter again. So you had to constantly be balancing triples and Tetrises. $372 for Andy, $334 for Giovani. $402 Gio, $440 for Andy through 86 lines. So this is a true score comparison. All right, Gio with a good board. Very flat, a little high, taking a skim here. Andy with a gap in the middle of the board. And he's going to uncover and expose that gap and fill it all in. And look to uncover the right side. Gets a couple pieces to do that. Takes a triple, bring that board back down to safety. And a long bar over for a Tetris. Going to delay burn with that J piece. 519 for him, 476 for Giovani. So this is a good pace for Andy, despite a little slowdown. I mean, a very healthy pace is 100,000 points for every 20 lines. That would give you about a 650 transition at 19. If you could maintain that. So it's a good, it's a good something to go for, a good benchmark. Not always possible with the pieces that you're given, but Andy potentially could do it. He's got 589 through 120, 528 for Giovani through 121. There's a Tetris for Andy, 612. Potentially 2 more Tetrises if he doesn't burn. But he's going to have to burn right here. Giovani with a Tetris 555. He's going to skim a single into 19 at 555. So good paces here. We could be seeing another double max out, double 29 or more. Tetris Andy 665. There's one for Gio 631. But Gio's ahead by about 5 lines right now. Welcome Cobalt and Lancer. All right, Gio taking that triple to bring the stack back down. That left was pretty high, and he really needed to take that stack down a bit. And thankfully, he had the burns to do it. 702 Andy, 692 for Giovani. Now, Andy's right side of the board is kind of a mess here, and I don't know if this is just the capture or his TV, but this looks like a problem for Andy, and a couple of line spin kind of pole vaults over on the left side. And he's going to top out at 710, and Giovani is good in game number 2. I think it's just his capture. Well, I hope so. Andy, do you need what capture card do you have, Andy? Do you need, are you on like Easy Cap or what are you on? You want me to send you another Easy Cap? I can send you one. I got 1 billion of them. All right, so Gio going to go for the Mullen here. He's got a great pace, 878 through 25. He's on a calculator. Your Easy Cap split in half like 3 months ago. Do you want me to send you another one? Literally just send you one. They're like nothing. Well, let me know if you want me to, I will. I've probably got like 20 of them. And I don't need nearly that many. All right, Gio going for the back-to-back 1.1s. I mean, he wouldn't be mullining this deep if he wasn't on like a 1.1 or max out streak. And there's the max out for Gio. And I don't think he's going to get that 1.1. It's just board's too high and complicated, but he's going to get another max out. So Gio up 2 games to none. Let's get these players some new pieces. DF D399. What's the highest? Vandy, what are you going to do in Montreal? Eat poutine, eat beans with maple? I didn't know beans with maple is a thing, but I think I could pass on that. But poutine, I'm going to have to do that. And then there's some stuff I want to see at the the Fine Arts Museum, and then you know, I do want to do some walking around. DFD399. Moodus is here. What's going on? Moodus, one of the few VIPs on the channel. Very controversial VIP selection. Oh my god. You're not trusted enough for mod? True. That is true. Can't trust you. Why is VIP Moodus controversial? Oh, because, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't actually know. All right, DFD399. Both these players. All right, both players are ready. Andy needs to win to try to start a reverse sweep. GIO looking to lock it up right now and take out our reigning champ. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Poyo says, I hate poutine. Wow. How, I mean, I guess, isn't it just like, what is the objectionable part of poutine for you, Poyo? Is it the gravy? Is it the cheese curds? Is it the fries? Like, what is it? Oh, now in poutine, do they fry the cheese curds? Is it just, or do they just put them on there? Because you can get, I mean, like, I don't know. When I lived in Wisconsin, you would just get a bag of cheese curds like at any convenience store. And they're cold. Well, I'm going to have to do my research there. I don't know. I don't know if I want authenticity or if I just want, you know, someone who's going to elevate these things, you know, and do right by them. They just throw them on. Because I do like cheese curds. $132 for Andy, $126 for Giovani. Oh, Kafka's cat is a French fry purist and says all you need is just salt and a little dip of ketchup. Ketchup? Come on now. Like mayo or like malt vinegar, way better on fries than ketchup. Come at me. $234 for Andy, $234 for Giovani. What was I reading? Speaking of ketchup, I was reading some, you know, like when you're on Facebook and you know people that are over 40, they just share the stupidest crap. Like just the cringiest stuff. And somebody posted something from the like hot dog institute or so. I don't even know if there is a hot dog institute, but it said like, you know, the only acceptable condiments on a hot dog are mustard, relish, cheese, and like one other thing, and then it was never ketchup. So like this whatever hot dog institute said ketchup is not acceptable. Oh, relish. Yeah, not acceptable on a hot dog. Like only for children. Only children should have ketchup on a hot dog. $3.52 for Giovani, $3.97 for Andy. So yeah, what are like, I don't know. I guess I've always put ketchup on a hot dog, but I guess I do prefer like the mustard and the relish. 467 here for Andy as we cross the 100 line mark. 420 here for Giovani. But, you know, since I left New England, hot dogs are kind of like, they're okay. Because not everybody has the good hot dog buns like we have in New England, which are like you all just have like little rolls there. And we've got like these split sides with like cut sides so that you actually have the bread part exposed so you can like fry it in butter. And we just have different hot dog rolls in New England. That you can't really get anywhere else. 565 for Andy as we are just one line away from the level 19 transition. Gio still with 7 lines to go. And Andy is in at 590, another healthy transition for him. Vandy, if you had a crab roll on one of those hot dog rolls. Yeah, well, lobster roll, yeah. You'd put lobster roll on that too. Tetris Giovani, 572 for 19, another healthy transition. And again, we could be up for another double max out with those paces. So like every time I go back to New England, I do try to bring home some of those hot dog buns. And they're just the standard hot dog bun. They're not like, people would look at you weird if you got some other hot dog bun. $6.71 for Andy, $6.35 for Giovani. Yeah, Haunted Warm Bread says they're a New Englander and they didn't know those weren't the standard hot dog buns. Yeah, they are not. Everywhere else, they just have like ovular like rolls. Just, you know, all crust all along the outside. Anyway, good hot dog talk here as you would expect on CTM in a important and critical game. I wonder if I wonder if Andy overshifted that, Jay, or that was an intentional placement, but it's going to kind of work out as he set up for a Tetris and gets it. 775 for him. A lot of 7s on the board for Andy right now. 739 for Gio. Andy needs to win this one to continue on. Tetris for Gio, 776. 779 for Andy. Takes a triple. And setting up here, kind of piling high square. Game giving a lot of squares. And long bar over for the Tetris for Andy, 823. Setting up again, column 9. And another Tetris for him, 857. So he's trying to put some distance between him and Giovani. Gio, though, has like 9 lines in hand or so. And may be able to chase something down here. So Andy probably has to continue to be aggressive. Because Gio, you know, Andy's going to top out. Well, here's the other thing. Andy has that post 29 potentially playability to tack on some singles and doubles, but Again, you cannot count on that. He did set the world record at that, and last time he was on our broadcast. And he is set up for 2. There's 1 over for him and needs to set up for, well, he almost set up for 2. Now he is set up for 2, and there's the other one for Andy, and he's set up on the right side potentially for more, and no, can't get anything over. It's going to be a max out for Andy, and GIO can't get there. So Andy is going to take game number 3. So yeah, Andy topped out at a million, AO6. So potentially if GIO had had a board that was amenable, he could have chased that down. He had 9 lines to go, which is 2 or 3 Tetrises. So potentially could have, but board was just not there. Pieces weren't there. And Andy takes game number 3. New pieces. C5 4438, Charlie 5 4438. Thank you, Ivan, for the pin. C5 4438. Both players ready. Game 4. Again, match point for Giovani. 3-2 on Tetris. And I think this is my last CTM broadcast until I get back from Montreal. I still have a bunch of junk out for Lone Star. Like I just brought all this stuff home and I never sorted through it or anything like that. And it's like cluttering up the entire hallway. And I think Sue's getting a little peeved though, so I'm gonna have to clean that up before I go. So if you want to help support our Lone Star recovery efforts and you are an Amazon Prime member, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription every single month as part of your Amazon Prime subscription. You can apply it to the streamer of your choice. It doesn't renew automatically. You have to manually do it, and it's use it or lose it. So, GIO kind of with an adjustment there, it didn't work out. Kind of scrambled there, ended up creating a line dependency and got the line immediately, so that's going to work out for him. But yes, if you have an Amazon Prime sub, you will get a Twitch Prime sub, and you can apply it to the streamer of your choice. Giovani with the line spin. Yep, that's it. Automatic winner. So, sometimes apply it to us. You don't have to always apply it to us, but, sometimes do it. But at the very least, don't let it go to waste. Drunken Superhero with the Prime resub, 2 months. Thank you, Drunken Superhero. And they say, did it. Oh, there you go. You want to be a superhero? Drunken or otherwise? Use your Twitch Prime sub on us. $215 for Andy, $181 for Giovani. Colin immediately telling you how to cheat the system. Colin, that is not an appropriate thing to do. Do not cheat the system. Accept the system. Conform to the system, Colin. But anyway, yeah, don't do what Colin's saying, because then you won't have that Prime sub to use for your favorite Tetris streamer, right, Colin? Right, true, yes. There you go. $358 for Andy, $306 for Giovani. Tetris, Andy, $450. There's one for Giovani, $398. So Giovani back by over 2 Tetrises. But Andy ahead in lines. Andy's going to get another Tetris here. And another fairly healthy pace here for Andy, $499 through $107. Why is Giovani have Decifit? I don't... Oh, whoops. Oh, I accidentally hit my phone and changed the song. Sorry, everybody. During the best part. Apologies. Sorry, Ivan. I was like, I love this song, so I immediately ruin it. I didn't mean to do that. Andy, $579. One more to go. He's going to go for it. He's looking for that 600K transition again and gets it. 603 into 19 for Andy. Giovani has 2 more available if he doesn't burn. But he is going to burn. So he'll have 1 more available. Long bar comes. And it's a 550 transition for Giovani and Andy. While I'm watching Giovani's transition, Andy tops out. So Gio, the chase down is 606. 606 is the chase down. Oh no, and Giovani in danger here. Quick taps that piece to the left. That is clutch. For Gio, this could be a winning chase down for him. And Andy's like, oh, it's wraps, bruh. As the kids say. But I don't know. This is not necessarily a given here for Giovani. And I don't know what was Andy's score. Andy's score, somebody remind me what it was? Because he just clicked off it. It was 606. We needed 605, 606. Yeah, it was like 607. There's a Tetris 610. Whatever it is, that's going to do it. And Giovani is your bracket winner. And I am afraid to go to our winner scene because the last time I have done that, it crashed OBS. So we're going to watch him mulling this out, try to get another max out. And Andy, our reigning champion, is out. So no repeat championship here for Andy. Giovani going to top out. And the guy is thrilled. He's Instagramming about it right now. Look at him. He's on Instagram. He's making a TikTok right now as we speak. He's like, guys, when you win a tournament, he's racing around the room. It was like, is everything okay? Are you okay? All right, Giovani, congratulations. You will be moving on. GG's to you, Andy. You're gonna have to try again next month. Hopefully you will join us again. But now it's our number one seed, Giovani, who will be moving on into the semifinals. And that is our final semifinalist. Let me just go ahead and set up the bracket, and you can take a look at what is happening. Let me say, best celebration, you know? Genuine joy. You love to see it. So let me refresh this, and we can take a look at what our semifinals bracket is going to look like. Is that his mom? Is that his sister? It's Italian. I can't tell. All right, so this is our bracket. He's so excited. Look at this guy. He's so excited. He's very excited. There he is. So anyway, yeah, this is our semifinal bracket. Very interesting. Going to be Giovani against Dog playing Tetris, and then Tristop versus Peak. So we will have a new winner for CTM DAS Masters. So that's pretty exciting. I want to thank everybody who helped make this stream and this tournament super fun. We will get our semifinals scheduled. It'll almost certainly be after I get back from Montreal for the semifinals. So looking forward to that. And yeah, let's see. I don't know if anybody's actually playing Tetris anymore, but okay, actually, yeah, we never get to raid. Like, we almost never get to, because it's late, so we never get to raid like Portal. But I see that Portal is streaming, so why don't we raid our good friend Portal? But first, hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. All right, everybody, thanks, and join the Discord, ctm.gg/discord to find out when the finals will be. Take care, everybody. Thanks.